Hey, it's Ken from Ken10 Reviews, and today I have the new iPad. Not the iPad 3 or iPad HD, we all thought it would be called. I'll start with an unboxing and followed by a review. Anyway, let's get started. Alright, let's see what's in the box. Pretty solid box, like you would expect from any Apple device you buy. Now there's the big iPad. I'll just pop that on the side for now. Let's see what else we get. Okay, looks like it's just the power plugs. Some reading material, and that's for the SIM card. The normal boring stuff, information guide, and yay, stickers! Can't live without the stickers. Just pop this over there. And we also get the power plug, power cable. Okay, that looks like it. Alright, now on to the iPad. Just put that on the side. Plastic. And there you go. The white does look pretty nice. There's the back. So because we got the 3G or 4G model, it has a black antenna at the top, the camera, power button, the volume, and the silent button. Okay. Just put this down. On with the review. The new Retina display. It has 2048 by 1536 resolution. Not sure if you can see, but it's beautiful. Now, warning, once you look at this resolution in real life, you probably wouldn't want to look at anything else. Any other LCD or any other screen that you can see will look pretty obsolete compared to this. Well, the new iPad does come with an A5X chip. It has voice dictation, which is sort of semi-Siri. It has a new iSight camera in the back, but the front they still kept the same VGA camera. The battery life, they kept it the same 9 hours and 10 hours of Wi-Fi. Now with the screen, that's one of the main things from the new iPad. Now have a look at that. That is really sharp. And also when you're reading text, well zoomed in, you seriously can't see any pixelation at all. With the new A5X chip, everything does feel pretty smooth. Opening programs and playing a few games, it does feel a little bit snappier than the iPad 2, but very marginal. You probably can't even tell once the game's loaded. It might load a little bit quicker, but not really that much quicker. Now for the iSight camera, it is a 5 megapixel camera that came from the 4S. Now the thing with this, I really wouldn't be carrying an iPad around and taking pictures with it. If you already have a iPhone 4 or a 4S, wouldn't you rather take a picture of that instead of carrying around this massive tablet? So I don't know why they really upgraded the back camera. One of the main questions that people ask is if the smart cover from the iPad 2 fits, and the answer is yes, it does. The wake function and the sleep function, everything works really well. Just snaps right in. There you go, I'm just going to take that off. So you're probably wondering how the voice dictation works. We'll give that a go. Okay, so there's a little microphone button at the bottom, and let's try something. Today at work, I had a sandwich for lunch. There we go, that worked pretty well. Let's see if I can lower it. Yeah, that's pretty good, 100% success rate so far. I had about 2 days to play with their new iPad, and it is a little bit heavier than iPad 2, and they do say it is a little bit thicker as well. I can definitely feel the weight difference from number 2 and the new iPad. Thickness wise, can't really tell, but the weight is definitely, you can definitely feel a little bit heavier, which is not really a big thing. The buttons and everything do feel pretty solid. Another thing I've noticed is if you do play a lot of games, if you're watching a lot of YouTube videos, if you're doing quite intensive, well, giving a big workout, it does get pretty warm. Now it's not going to be too hot that it burns you, but if you do use this on your lap quite a bit, you will feel that what I think is the battery does feel quite hot around the bottom left side. So even right now, just playing with it for a little while and having the screen on and just doing general stuff, it does feel a little bit warm just on the back. Now that's a small problem. Not sure if it's going to be a big hardware fault or maybe a firmware can fix it. But then again, they do have a really big battery compared to the iPad 2. So that could be what's causing it. But overall, you probably won't even tell the difference. Should you buy the new iPad? Well, in my opinion, if screen resolution is very important to you, then yes, because there's not much other options out there at the moment. If this is going to be your first iPad, then yes, definitely buy it. If you're upgrading from an iPad 2, then I would say no. Keep your iPad 2 and enjoy that for a while, because even though the camera and the screen resolution is there and it may be a little bit quicker, I don't think it's really worth the upgrade. I think you'll probably call this the iPad 2S because it's not a full new iPad, it's more like a small bump upgrade. But then again, if you have extra money hanging around, nothing to do with it, then of course go ahead, buy one, you won't regret it. But for the normal consumer like me and you, it's definitely not worth the upgrade. Even if you're on a budget and this is going to be your first iPad, maybe stick with an iPad 2, because I don't think you're missing out on much. Alright, thanks for your time.